Hello there from the Boulevard car park, Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Now behind me is the Big Dipper, which is in its centenary season at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and as of yesterday, the 7th of July 2023, it's officially open for the 2023 season. Now initially we had no plans to come to Blackpool Pleasure Beach today, but upon hearing that Big Dipper would be opening, I thought, you know what, let's pop in, give it a go, come and do a little video, talk about the changes and just talk a little bit about its history here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So of course it opened in 1923. In 1936 it was rerouted when Blackpool Pleasure Beach acquired more land. This land that we are stood on is all part of that land that they bought, and all the way back to the Big Blue. It's when the park extended and they had a road put through the middle of it, which is Watson Road. At that point Big Dipper was right in the centre of the park when they'd expanded, so they needed to change the layout so that they could use more of the space that they'd bought, but also, if you read the Century of Fun book or Riding on Rainbows, to actually make Big Dipper more interesting, because according to what it says in those books, once the Grand National had opened, people actually thought Big Dipper was quite boring. So knowing that and the fact that they acquired all that new space, they decided to reroute the Big Dipper to the layout it has today. Now over the course of the time it's been closed, in the last couple of months, they have almost repainted all of the coaster. So I've got to eat a bit of humble pie on that, because I said in the video in the closed season that when the Gazette reported saying that Blackpool Pleasure Beach were going to do a full repaint of Big Dipper, I was like, no chance, they're never going to do that. But they've not far off doing the whole thing, to be fair to them, so it does look really, really good. One thing I am unsure about is the Big Dipper onion. Not sure why they needed to be grey on there, but the white and gold looks good. I just don't like the grey. I think it would have looked better in white, gold and blue. In terms of the ride itself, trains are still the same. They're not red, they are still blue. And also they've done a massive amount of retracking from the drop just before the Big Blue all the way around that turnaround to the next drop, and I think they might have done a little bit more than that too. So we're going to head into Blackpool Pleasure Beach now, go and take a ride on Big Dipper, assuming it does open, because we've been sat on the Boulevard car park for about 40 minutes waiting for it to test, and all we've seen so far is a big one in infusion. So hopefully the Big Dipper does open, and hopefully a little bit later on I can give you a review. But for now, some shots of Big Dipper, and then I'll talk more about it later. To have been back on Big Dipper after such a long time not going on it, about 6-7 months since I last went on it. The retrack work on it is noticeable compared to how it was riding last summer. One thing I will say is it's obviously only just reopened, so it does need a little bit of running in, so it's not quite as raucous and fast as it'll be in a couple of weeks time, but you can definitely see the work that's been done on it. The paint job looked amazing and it was incredible to get back on Big Dipper. More about it soon. Nice and quiet on Big Dipper so far. I don't think many people realise it's actually open, because it did say that it was going to open at 12 o'clock today. So 2 trains, not many people queuing for it. So I'm going to have a second go. Just about started to tip it down here in Blackpool. It still feels like a tropical Florida's day, it's that warm, but it is starting to chuck it down. So that is me done here at the park. I've had 2 rides on Big Dipper, 2 trains, been operated excellently by the ride operators. You can see the difference that it's made at the retracts that it's had. It's not like the difference between an old Woody and a new Woody. You can still tell it's 100 years old. It's still got that classic wooden coaster feel to it. Whether it's the best Woody in the country or not now, taking that back off the Grand National, I really don't know at this point. I do need to have more rides on it. It does need to run in a little bit. I am back here in a couple of weeks' time, so we'll definitely be back to do more rides on Big Dipper then. But for now, all I can say is come to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, ride Big Dipper in its 100th year, and enjoy a very classic roller coaster. If you enjoyed this video, very short video to say the least, but hopefully it's been informative about Big Dipper's reopening. But if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.